Morning everyone, it's Taylor here with BreakOut Studios live online videos. We're getting ready to do some intermediate ballet 2 this morning. So we're going to try to get going a little bit sooner than we usually do. Maybe just take like a minute or two to get yourself set up, get ready to go, and then we'll start with our usual warm-up. So we'll get some music playing and then we'll get going in just a couple minutes here. So we're going to start out facing the bar in parallel, and we'll have our prances, oh my goodness, going through a plie to really stretch out those toes, those metatarsals. We'll have, starting with our right leg, we'll go prance plie 1, up and 2, and 3, and 4, circling the head, down, around, 4, 7, and 8. Send that foot back for a calf stretch for 8 counts. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, back to parallel. We start with the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, and circle down, around, 7, 8. Send the other foot back for a calf stretch for 8 counts. 4, 5, 6, 7. And we turn out to first position. And then we have our demi point, demi back down, tendu, and lower, push the floor away. Tendu, open up the hips and push, and big reach to the side, take up all the space, and up. Other side, demi, really careful not to sickle here, rotating through the backs of the hips, demi, and stretch, and tendu, lower, push the floor away. Tendu, open up those hips, and big reach to the side, 7. And then we go to parallel, and we dive all the way down, 3, 4, come up, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lift up out of those hips to go back, come up, twist out the spine, and then we go the other direction, dive down, and up, flat back, put it right back, twist out the spine, and then let's face our bar. We're going to grab our knee up to our shoulder, and a strong, stable, standing leg. We'll circle out the ankle a few times, reverse the circle with the ankle, and we'll grab the other one. So the more you drive that knee towards that shoulder, the the more you want to anchor and stretch out that standing leg. Circle up the ankle, reverse, and then we'll finish there. All right, so starting in our parallel position, we got prances and plies, circling out the head and calf stretch, right and left. Here we go. And parallel, 1, going up, down, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, around. Stretch out, pulling up through the lower abdominals, sending that heel back. Back to parallel, and other side, repeat. Circling the head around. And send that foot back for a calf stretch. Pulling up the lower abdominals. And coming to a first. Right leg, demi, point, demi, and first. Tendu. Lower straight, push the floor away. Tendu, big plie, push. And big port de bras to the side. Other direction, point, demi. Tendu, really brushing that floor, waking up all the muscles in the feet. Big plie. And take all the space to the side. And parallel. Dive down. Reaching long, come up, flat back. Coming up, twisting out the spine. Other direction, dive down. Spine. And face the bar, grab that knee, bring it up to that shoulder. Circle up the ankle. And other side, grab the knee, bring it to that shoulder. One more squeeze and lift, and relax it down and finish. Good. Plies. So we'll start in first position. We'll do some pretty standard plies, but let's reverse the port de bras for all of our grand plies to really remind our body to grow taller as we're sinking down in those grand plies. So we'll start in first. We'll have 2 demis, demi and stretch, and demi and stretch. Grand plie, we reverse the port de bras, and 7 and 8. Let's go 4 and 2, 4, 2, and 7. Fondu second. Same thing, 2 demis and demi. Grand plie, we lift up as we go down, and 7 and 8. Let's reach towards the bar. 3 and 4, and try to see how much space your arm can take up as we reach side. 6 and 7, tendu the floor. We'll have 2 demis and demi, 2 more reversing the port de bras so we have the same arm repetition, and 7 and 8. Let's go. Let's do a circular port de bras too. We haven't done that in a while. Circular port de bras, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 to 5. 2 demis and demi. Grand plie, reversing that port de bras. And 7 and 8. Let's reverse out that circular port de bras. Around, make sure that we hit every corner of the room. Hit that corner before we go down. Roll up. And let's take a tendu to first. Let's plie, roll through. And we'll balance here in our first position. Yeah, so So first position, we have 2 demis, grand plie, reversing the port de bras, forward and back. 2 demis in a grand plie, reversing the port de bras, side and away. Fourth, 4 demis with the same arm, and we go circular port de bras. Fifth, 2 demis in a grand, reverse the circular port de bras. Back to first, roll through, and feel that balance there. All right, here we go, lifting and growing taller as we do those grand plies. And let's do a nice slow plie. So first position. And demi. Nice and slow, use all your music. Grand plie, reverse the arm. Reverse the port de bras, go taller. And reverse the circular port de bras. Every corner of the room, even those diagonal corners. And tendu back to a first. Plie, roll through the feet. And balance there in your first position. Belly zipped up, tailbone heavy down to the floor, and plie, and finish. Good. All right, beautiful. Let's go right around to the other side. Other side. And this music is slow, so make sure that we're really using all that music for that plie. Now come down, pop up, and then hold. Use that music, use the backs of your legs to really engage through all of those plies. It's slow. Here we go. First, and plie, use your music and stretch. Plie, stretch. Reverse. we back to first. Plie, pull through. And feel that balance. Feel that heel to butt connection as our heels are going to our butts engaged now. And plie. Go around, or we'll take some tendues from first now. We're going to do the same tendu from first that we did last week, because I love that combination. I think it was really good at opening up those hips and reaching energy through the working and the supporting leg as well. All right, so our tendu from first that we did last week, we have 2 tendus, out and in. We flex, plie, carry side, reach to point and close. Same thing side for 2 and out for 2. Flex, rotate to the back, reach the toes longer and close. From the back and 2 and flex, rotate, reach to point, close. Let's do 4 nice and slow with a port de bras. Dun, da, 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 da. And then we reverse it all from the back. So 2 tendus. Flex, rotate, reach to point and close. 2 tendus. Flex, heel comes forward, hip stays back, reach the toes longer, close. 2 tendus. Flex, carry, point, and now we can reverse the port de bras. 1 comes into first, 2 arm floats down, 3 and 4 and finish. And then let's take it to parallel, turn in, fold all the way down, do what you need down there, paddle out, shake the head yes or no, roll up when you're ready, turn back out, and we'll finish there. Yes, balance. So 2 tendus, flex, carry that heel around, some energy through that heel, and then carry the toes even longer, and then close. So front, side, back, and then 4 tendu side, nice and slow, really massaging the floor with your feet, and then a little demi half port de bras, and then we reverse it on the way back. All right, here we go. What song do I want? Let's do this one. So first position, and 2 tendus, in, out, in, flex, reach side, reach to point, into the side. Flex, reach to the back, point, and toes to the back, heel comes in. Tension in that neck. Stay down there. I'm going to pause our music. And take one more last stretch and stop the knees rolling up. And turn back out to that first position to finish. And we're done with the right. All right, let's go around to the left. As we're doing these first tendus and we're really feeling our foot against the floor, make sure that we have a full foot on the floor. So we're not wanting to roll towards our big toe. We want to make sure that, especially that second, third, fourth, fifth metatarsal is also anchoring down to the full surface area of the foot on the floor. I like to imagine, especially in these first tendus, that my feet are on sand, kind of at the beach, it's kind of a nice feeling. But also, you know, when you're standing in sand at the beach, you try to kind of spread out your toes in the sand to get all that surface area. Just scoop up the sand and really feel that sand in between your toes. So we kind of want that same feeling here, especially when we're doing these slow tendu movements. We don't want to have any tension in the feet and rolling forward, because then nothing can engage up here. We want to anchor in the full foot on the floor. So pretend you're at the beach for this next side. Here we go. Out any way you need. And take one more little stretch. Soft knees, we roll up one vertebrae at a time. Head comes up very last. Heels turn back out to first. And we finish. All right, now let's do some tendus from a fifth. So we're going to do this twice through en croix. So we'll keep the arm side for the first time, and the second set around, you have the option of adding a little arm. If the arm gets too much, we can just repeat it again with the arm side. So we're going to have one tendu straight, and one with the plie, and one we brush, and fifth. Side, straight, side, plie, and one, and fifth, and fifth, and fifth. To the back, we close straight. Back with the plie, and back. Through first, and fifth. Same thing, en croix. Da with the plie, and da. And fifth, and fifth. Option to add an arm for the second time. So one straight, one plie, and one reach, fifth, side, same thing, straight, side, plie, da, no arm side. Da, straight, da, plie, tendu, brush, da, side, straight, side, plie, side, fifth, fifth. And then let's plie, go up to a sous-sus, arms in first, and then when we feel our balance here, keeping the ribs anchoring down, bring the arms up, and then we'll finish. Yes, so this tendu combination is really about going through a nice first position, leading with those toes going back and the heels coming forward. As we're doing these little brushes, these little encloches, especially with our arm to the side, we can add a little épaulement, looking under elbow, looking over, and fifth, yeah, from the back, one straight, one plie, one look over, look under, and a little breath, a little life in the arm. And the second time we can follow our hand, one plie, one, follow your fingers, look out. Yeah, so we can add a little upper body pizzazz to it as well. All right, here we go, fifth position. All right, and one straight, one plie, one brush, a pommel, and side straight, plie, out, fifth and fifth and fifth, back, straight, plie, brush front, brush back, side, straight, plie, fifth and fifth, optional arm, front, straight, arabesque and front, side, straight, plie, fifth and fifth and fifth, reach towards your fingertips, and one, brush, brush, straight and fifth, plie, sous-sus, arms in a first position, locking those inner thighs together like two gears turning against each other, ribs stay down as the elbows lift up to the high, and plie, and finish, good, all right, let's go around to the other side. Here we go, right away. We have one straight, one plie, out, a pommel, fifth, side, straight, plie, to the back, plie, and out, brush, life in the elbows, ready to add an optional arm, front, straight, plie, arabesque and front, side, straight, back, straight, brush, brush, side, plie, up to sous-sus, lock those inner thighs together, heels going up. Now close the ribs as we lift the elbows up. We lengthen that lower spine. And finish. Good, all right. Moving on to some dégagé. So this one is one kind of a play on the musicality of it. We're going to be holding certain numbers. My teachers used to give this to me a lot at different studios, so you might recognize this combination. It's kind of a one like 8-8-4-4-2-2-1-1-1. It's given kind of everywhere, but if this is new for you, it'll be a fun kind of way to test your musicality. So the hard part about this one is just remembering when to hold and go, not so much the strength of the combination, I guess. So once again, we're going to do this twice through en croix, so we set up the first time and we can kind of have a little experience under our belt to go around for round two. And the first time, well, again, we'll keep the arm side. The second set, you can just add an arm front side, back side. Yeah. So with this one, with this dégagé, we're going to be holding 2 and holding count 5. So it's going to look like 1, hold 2, 3, 4, hold 5, 6, 7, 8. To the side, we don't change, hold 2, change, change, hold 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, hold 2, 3, 4, hold 5, 6, 7, 8. Don't change, hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we'll go around again, adding an arm. Yeah, so it's kind of one where you're like, one, yeah, to remember to hold that 2 and 5. This one was really helping us work on our musicality, our anticipation. So when we come to the center for fast Petite Allegros, we're already prepared with this right here. So 1, hold 2, 3, 4, hold 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't change. 2, 3, 4, hold 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, hold 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Side, hold 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. And we'll repeat again, just arm to the front. arm to the side, arm to the back, arm to the side. After that, we won't balance this one. We'll just go forward and back, and we'll finish there. No balance. Okay, here we go. Holding that 2 and holding that 5. Don't go just yet. Let me make sure this is the one I wanted. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there we go. Okay, here we go. Twice through en croix. And 1, hold 2, 3, 4, hold 5, 6, 7, 8. Don't change. 4, 6, 7 to the back. 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and side. 3, 4, 6, 7 to the front. Add an arm. 5th, 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 5th to the side. To the back. And side. And forward. And back. And finish. Good, all right. Good, so the thing I love about these 5th holds as well is they kind of remind your body to put equal weight on 5th. So we don't want to be, if I'm to exaggerate, we don't want to be sitting back here and not putting any weight on that foot. We want to stand on it. So 5th, 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 equal weight. So I'm ready to, if I was going to go back or switch feet or do a little jump. So we got to have equal weight on our 5th. We can't sit back here. Not only does it help us with weight change, but it helps us lengthen our legs. If we're sitting back here, my leg's like 4 inches shorter, and then it's really hard to close with a straight knee. But if I'm pulling up and standing on that leg, my leg is longer, and I'm able to just easily slice it in. All right, other side. And we have, stand on it. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and slice. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and back. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and hold. 3, hold. Again, adding arm. And 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Forward. And back. And finish. Good. All right, after that little brain teaser, let's just do our 8-8-4-4-2-2-1-1-1. We'll do it twice through. The second set, we can challenge our arms either off the bar to the side or bring them up. Even a little bit harder because it's longer to go to the bar. So after we do our 8-8-4-4-2-2-1-1-1, twice through, then we'll take, we'll take a grand plie, just open up those hips, release them out, stretch, we'll elevate, and we'll take a coupe back, we'll balance, on your own time, switch through a releve, coupe back, balance there, and we'll finish. So again, now we're changing our weight, so now we really have to make sure that we're pulling up out of the hips and not just sitting back, because then it's a whole bunch to change over to the other side. And then as we take the arms off the bar, it's going to be really tempting. Your body's naturally going to want to go back. So as we take the arms off, just really think about closing that corset on those ribs, lengthening that lower spine as we take the arms off and do this. Look, Mom, no hands. All right, here we go. Okay, so not too fast. Twice through. And first, 2, 3, 4. Other side. Really brush the floor. And 4. And 4. Fire in those toes. And 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. Again, arms off. Other side, close that corset, tailbone going down. And 4, full foot on the floor, not rolling in those ankles. 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Grand plie. Press the heels down, press the floor away, obey. And coupe back balance, pulling up on that standing hip, closing those ribs. And switch other side. Using the rotator muscles to rotate that knee side. Back to first plie. And stretch. Good. All right, moving on to rond de jambes. Okay, let me remember what I did. Okay, I remember now. So we'll keep the arm side, we'll add a little épaulement as we go front and side and back and first. Adding a port de bras around and rond de jambe and rond de jambe. We'll have plie and straight, plie and straight off the floor, just 45 degrees back and fifth. From the back, little épaulement, side and front and first, adding a port de bras around and rond, plie and rond, off the floor, and 6 and 7 and 8. And then a little bit more, we'll have port de bras forward, and 2 and 3 and 4, plie front, passe to the side, and 5th, and back, and 2 and 3 and 4, plie, passe back, and side, and 5th. Then we'll lunge, we'll go forward, we'll go back. Tendu to arabesque, optional penché, and up, square off to a plie, whoosh, and we'll balance there and passe. That penché is not in your future. You can just, after our lunge, forward and back, take it right into a passe balance and skip the penché. So, a little bit of a longer rond de jambe combination with just more stuff added into it. Let's go over the first part again, because the second part, I'll be calling it out. You can kind of follow along. So the first part, we have front and side, adding a little épaulement. First, plie, reach and rond, and rond. Now we go plie to straighten, and straight legs, plie, and straight, and off the floor, sending energy through those toes, and fifth, and back, dun, 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 plie, around, 2, ronds, plie, and straight, off the floor, 7, 8, forward, 2, 3, 4, front, passe, side, back, 2, 3, 4, back, passe, side, and lunge, back, arabesque, penché, plie, passe, and feel that bounce with this passe. So this plie rond de jambe, I love it because it really gets us grounded, and we can use that rotation from our hip sockets even more to lead and carry that toe around. And as we do this plie rond, as we get to the back, as we finish it to the back or to the front, is when we straighten the knees. So we have plie, straighten, and around. Plie, and around. So right when I get here is when I kind of straighten my knee so I can close through a straight for my straight-legged rond de jambes. Okay, here we go. Fifth position. Which one did I use? This one. Okay, here we go. Finish, good. All right, another thing when we do these ronds with a plie and straight, it's a great way to kind of fire up those toes around. So instead of just kind of making the rond de jambes front and back, how we kind of learn it, now kind of more advanced, little sprinkling on top of those rond de jambes, we want to push the toes around and toes around, kind of activating them. So with this plie, we can really plie and stretch, plie and stretch. So really working those metatarsals for those rond de jambes. Adds a little bit more dynamicness, whatever the noun is for dynamic, to those rond de jambes. Makes it more dynamic. All right, here we go. Other side. collar, sous, plie, and finish. Good. All right. I'll play some music. We're gonna go on to some fondues and some rond de jambe en l'air. I'll play music just a little bit, just like 45 seconds. Stretch out, kind of do what you need. And then we'll move on to our fondues. So just a little bit of time. Do what you need, a little stretch here. So we'll do 7 and 8. Fondue, passe, fondue to the front. Fondue, draw a line up your leg. Fondue to the side. Fondue, passe, carry front, carry side. Rond de jambe, tendu, and fit. From the back, fondue, passe, fondue to the back. Fondue, passe, fondue to the side. Fondue, passe, plie, drop that hip down. Rond, close sous. We'll swing you right around to the other side. Yes? So, fondue, draw line up your leg. Fondue to the front. Fondue, arc comes to first. It stays there, then open side. Fondue to the front. Plie, flotte, rond, tendu, close back. Yes? And making sure to eliminate, I guess we can never really eliminate, but to prevent most of the taxation on this hip flexor here. Make sure that we're really sending that energy out through the tips of the toes, and we're really holding our lower abdominals. If we lean back or let that belly kind of go out, it's all gonna condense right up here in that hip flexor. So make sure we're sending energy out. We're engaging here. Another option if our hip flexors get a little bit too, we can always lower the leg as well, even for that rond and rond jambe en l'air. We can take that to a little 45 or 60 degrees rather than a full 90. Yeah. All right, here we go. And so right and left together. Fondues and Ranjans, like right here in the rotator muscles and the glutes. All right. Okay, so we're gonna go on to frappes. We're gonna revisit that hold 2 and hold 5 combination. So, we'll have, and once again, we're gonna do this en croix, and then we're gonna reverse it or repeat it from the back, en croix. Option if you would like to do these frappes on releve. If not, if you're like me, you can stay on flat to save your calves. But, so here's our pattern once again. We have 1, hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, hold 2, strike, strike, hold 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Side, hold 2, 3, rolling back, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then from the back, then we repeat it on releve if you would like. 1, hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Side, front, side. After that, let's take angle in towards the bar. And we're going to do fondue with our inside leg to save our other calf. We'll take a passe. And then you can either balance here in a passe if that's where you're at, or you can spiral up to an attitude back and balance there. The reason I like to kind of angle towards the bar, not facing it, but the reason I like to angle towards the bar rather than just directly side is it kind of prevents our body from wanting to go back. When we're kind of facing the bar a little bit, our body naturally kind of wants to go towards that bar, so we're kind of already at an advantage keeping our weight forward. If we're here, I'm kind of tempted to want to lean back like this. So that's where I like to face that way. We go to passe, we lift this knee and this supporting side to spiral up. And then let's finish allongé, and we'll finish there. Oh my gosh. So, en croix, 1, hold 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Same thing en croix, and then repeat from the back on releve or on flat, and then we'll take an inside leg passe, back or attitude balance with our arms up, 5th high, finish, and we'll come down. If you are taking the reverse around frappes on releve, make sure that we're really extra hard holding that core, that lower tummy muscle. My teacher used to tell me to pretend like you're putting a seatbelt on. Yes, because when we go, especially from the back, it's really tempting to kind of have this little breakdancing move. So we really got to pull up on that standing leg, pull up those lower abdominals. So this is all, yeah, nice and stable. We don't have this, which is going to throw us off our balance anyways. All right, here we go. Hopefully this music's long enough. All right, here we go, and 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and side. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, back. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and side. 3, 4, 6, from the back. Optional releve. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and side. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and front. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and side. 3, 4. Ready for inside leg attitude or passe balance. Spiral lift attitude. Lift allongé. Finish. Good. Alright. I was like, if you're going on releve, make sure you don't have this. And then the whole entire time my bar is like, so I think I was going like this a little bit. But anyways, things to work on. If you're doing this attitude balance, I recommend especially, it's a difficult balance because our legs kind of out here in this nebulous region and we're trying to balance with our leg far away from us, which makes it that much harder. Take a low leg. Yes, with these attitude balances, we're not looking for a big rush of a balance, yeah. Which is, I like to take a low leg to really make sure that my shoulders and hips are square and I'm pulling up through my lower abdominals. As soon as I raise that leg really high, I kind of lose all ability to kind of compact my lower abdominals. So taking that leg low is really great. And then as we stretch out those hips, then we can take it higher and higher and higher. But feeling it low first is a great way to feel where our body needs to be. All right, other side. Here we go. Strike. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and side. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, to the back. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and side. 4, 6, 7, from back, back. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and side. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and front. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and side. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, inside leg, fondue, passe, stay there, or attitude. Square shoulders, elbows lifted. Extend and finish. All right. Good. Our last thing at the bar, let's finish off with some grand battements. Let's just do grand battement 1 and 5th and 2 and 5th and 3 and brush, tendu and 5th. From the back, 5th grand battement, brush, brush front, tendu and 5th. 4 side and 2 and 3, these are grand battements, and 4, plie, sous-sus, soutenu, other side. And grand battement, 2 and 3, brush, tendu, 5th. 2 grand battements, third one, we brush, tendu, 5th. 4 grand battements, 3 and 4, plie, sous-sus, soutenu, around and finish. Yes. So once again, like that tendu, we're going through our nice first position, working up for our tour jetés we go through first and center, yeah. When we go to the back, really make sure, I like to imagine I have my awful low-rise jeans on, and every time I go to the back, I want to zip up, not perch back, but zip up with the ribs closed, yeah, so we don't just keep the hips back the whole time for the grand battements. All right, here we go. And brush, 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 back, tendu, back, front, 4 side. Plie, sous-sus, soutenu, plie, other side. Brush, 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 back. Energy down to up. Zip up that zipper. 4 side. Plie, sous-sus, soutenu, plie, finish. Good. All right. We are done with the bar. You can move our apparatus away. We'll take a minute here, so get water, stretch, do what you need. We'll do one last little dancey movement in center, and then we'll stretch out real quick, and then we'll be on our way for the rest of our Thursdays. So I'll play our music that we're gonna use. Take a minute here. foundation, let's just kind of review this effacé line because we're going to be using it for a little développé. So for this effacé position, let's go to the right first. If we were to draw a little box around ourselves, we all know this, a little box around ourselves, we want our belly button to be facing that lower box. We have an open line. Effacé means shaded, so if the sun were right here coming down on us, we'd have a little nice shadow on our line here. So you have our tendu leg facing that corner of our box, our belly button facing there as well. We should be able to see both hips and shoulders visible towards the audience. We don't want to be too crossed, but we definitely don't want to get this open effacé, almost écarté line. Yes? So we have the hips crossed, shoulders square. We're a nice square box. Our opposite arm, our downstage arm is up in opposition with this tendu leg that's out. And here's our nice effacé line. So now if I were to take a very academic, I would face here. But we can add a little épaulement without sacrificing the shoulders and the hip squareness. And just kind of like we have a little shelf on our shoulders. And we can open that up a little bit towards the audience, but not at the expense of this happening. We never want to lean into it. It's up and back like we're on a shelf. Yeah, so there's that line effacé. Let's try it to the other side. Hip square towards that corner, belly button facing it, downstage arm up for that effacé line, and then here take that shoulder blade up, place it on a shelf and lean it back, look towards the audience. And there we have that effacé line. Yes? So now let's add our little combination here. We'll start in a little B+, standing on our left leg. 5, 6, 7, 8. We step arabesque. 1, 5, 2, développé effacé. 3, tendu. Balancé, balancé, tombé, pas de break. That's it. To the left. 1 step, 5, 2, effacé, and 4, balancé, balancé, tombé, pas de break. We'll try to go right and left twice, so right, left, right, left. And if you're in a very small space, like me, or trying to stay in frame, we can take this balancé here, really reach back, and then a kind of a low little tombé pas de break. We can still really present that foot with tombé pas de break without traveling and sliding out. Yes, we can just take a nice little tombé up, and kind of use that tombé pas de break to say, okay, I need to travel back. I need to travel a little bit more side. That can be your kind of repositioning step. So one more time. Arabesque, 1, 5, 2, effacé, and 4. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Step 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Yes? All right, here we go. Let's just go for it without marking it. We'll go right and left and right and left. All right, here we go. And arabesque. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tombé again. Step. A. We made it. Let's just find a space in the center. We're just going to easily stretch it out. We have that nice long dancer stretch with Maddie, I know, later tonight. So let's just be in a nice big wide second position and just follow along with me. Here we go. And so big wide second position. nice rest of your Thursday, nice rest of your weekend, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Polar says bye too. Bye everyone.